friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing 5 low pressure art block ideas that can help you to reset your energy and your creativity, and they each take 20 minutes or less. First up is a cozy specimen study. You can pick a nature object that you like, a mushroom, a leaf, a flower. Look up a few fun facts and doodle it in pen beside the item that you're studying. Then you can color in with watercolor or gouache. For me, I did watercolor on the left and gouache on the right. It's a great low barrier project if you love that botanical journal aesthetic, and researching the topic naturally brings fresh inspiration for future paintings. Next, we're using leftover paints straight from the palette. I have a mix of wet paint from our first study as well as dried caked on paint from even weeks ago. Art block often plagues us because of the pressure to be perfect, to overplan, or the feeling the need to perform. A great way to reset to square one is to strip all of that away. Just let your existing colors guide a simple theme. Since I had deep greens, browns, and pops of purple, pink, blue, and white, I decided to paint an improvised flower bush. I didn't worry about whether these flowers even existed. I just laid down a dark background and used random brush strokes to have fun with shapes and colors, letting the piece come to light naturally without a rigid plan. And the added bonus is that absolutely no paint from previous sessions goes to waste. Next, try painting something that you have never painted before. When you have art block, you're already stuck, so really it's harder to hit a lower low. On good days, we're often too afraid to leave our comfort zones, whether due to pressure, career goals, or content creation obligations. But now, we can be free of this fear of consequences. Use this time to explore. For me, I painted a hand, which I've never painted before, and I focused on more stylistic colors and approach rather than feeling restrained to be too realistic. Having art block really is the perfect time to experiment and try new things, and with that, you can find inspiration and growth again. I honestly had no idea what I was doing while painting this, but it was such a freeing experience. It showed me that even if it's imperfect, I can branch out to new styles, and that brings so much hope. If there's just one thing that you take away from this video, I hope that it would be permission to just paint, to just be, to make a mess, to be imperfect. Your sketchbook and your art is a safe space to create, to feel, to enjoy yourself, to fail, and to learn from failing. And all of that is perfectly okay. Next is trying a structure challenge like a 30-day flower or plant series. Though we sometimes may feel that we need inspiration to paint, but sometimes just showing up and moving the brush helps to create inspiration again. The 5th idea is to try a style that you've never attempted before. For this one, I painted a pomegranate using rough, expressive brush strokes based entirely on feeling. I let the paint blend loosely while it was still wet, leading into imperfections like obvious stroke tracks of my brushes, as well as paint that just merged with the others, kind of disrupting the layer underneath rather than blending them together smoothly. Changing your style pulls you right into the realm of the unknown, and that tension between the unfamiliar and open curiosity is where new inspiration can be born. As we wrap up this last painting, I would like to remind you, don't worry about how your painting looks right now. Don't worry if it looks ugly or messy. Mine does. This is your invitation to let go of all the expectations that you or others may have, and simply allow yourself to experiment and express. After all, it is usually the burden of expectations, whether it's from ourselves or from others around us, that leads us to this burnout and art block a lot of the times. and it's what creates that distance from the very reason that we fell in love with creating in the first place. So I hope that you can give yourself room to find that joy again by removing the strings attached to your art. Your art, your sketchbook, or wherever you're creating, it doesn't owe anyone a masterpiece. It just needs to be a place, a safe place for you to explore and for you to have fun. Thank you for joining me in this cozy corner of the internet. I hope that this video was able to help in some way. For more comfort and inspo, please consider joining our creative sanctuary and hitting subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.